What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
It was a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter.
It's the shits. It's the shits. It's the shit.
It was as if she was too good to be true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Yeah.
Who's this?
You know, he
Bernthal.
reminds me of what was that friend? The one that got in the accident when we were in high school.
Chris.
This guy.
Yeah. Chris something.
Chris.
Guzman?
De Montes de Oca, no?
I don't know. I didn't know his name after the
Montes.
mountain.
Chris Montes?
Yeah, maybe. I think it was Chris Montes.
Yeah, something
Call him
like
like, yeah, I think you're pretty close. So are we running it?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
good
We're
morning,
live.
good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's been a little bit.
that. Yeah, we were all kind of busy. Had
Yeah.
things going on
Just
individually.
Vacations
Just a smidge.
and yeah, it's been what, roughly about a month now.
A month.
A little
Yeah.
over a month. A lot of stuff been going on. A lot of stuff. We've been just before the show started, we were talking about movies and what we were watching. We were just talking about Obi-Wan.
Shows. Yeah.
Obi-Wan feels super cinematic.
Yeah.
That
It's
shows,
like each episode is like a movie. It
I was a
feels
little
like-
disappointed with the way Darth Vader and Obi-Wan first had their fight. I thought it would be a little bit more
I haven't seen it yet.
action.
Really?
Yeah, it kind of felt like it was just like he hits you, he hit. They kind of.
I like how he
The
stalked him down.
choreography.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah,
That was pretty dope.
You don't like
yeah,
the
yeah. The choreography.
I gotta
was
watch
like,
it still. The
I
third
thought it'd be
episode.
like a little bit more like they're going hard, but I guess because where Obi-Wan's at in his life right now, he's not ready to go to war like that. So
Well, I mean,
That makes sense.
he's a Jedi. He's
but
ready
if you-
for war.
no,
He's
because
been out of the game for a
yeah,
while.
that's
though.
why.
That's
and
why
so he's not
that's why
ready
he's
to.
the way- acting
Yeah,
the way he is.
yeah. So
He's a little traumatized by what happened
With
Anakin.
Anakin.
Yeah, and he just barely.
Oh, with Darth.
And he just barely found out that Darth Vader or Anakin / Darth Vader is alive. So.
yeah, and he's having all that. Yeah, he's a shell of his former self.
By the way,
pretty much.
viewers, spoiler alerts.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert. But you should be caught up today. We're 3 episodes in now. Stranger Things is another one that you're referring to.
These guys don't like it. I love Stranger Things. I just love that show. This season, it really doesn't feel like it has much to do with the previous season, but it's still dope. It still has that fucking, like that whole feel, the 80s theme.
I feel like the '80s theme and all that. I just can't get into it because they're not little kids. They're like 20-year-olds, right?
Yeah, we're
Well,
like 18 to 20 now, like
Yeah.
somewhere in that ballpark.
I mean, but that's
Early
norm.
20s.
That's nothing out of the norm from Hollywood.
Yeah, they
older,
just don't look like little kids to me though no more.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is though. Like they usually cast 20-somethings for like high school roles. That's nothing new.
What are they, like freshmen right now? They're supposed to be freshmen, right?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
watch the
you-
show.
is
Oh, they're still in high school.
They're still in high school?
Yeah, they're finishing up high school.
Yeah. How many?
Yeah.
They're wrapping up. They're going to college?
No,
So-
they're supposed to be freshmen, I think.
No,
Really?
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because they're all they're definitely in high school.
They've
Trust
been
me.
in high school.
Yeah.
Nice. And then, I don't know. I was watching that girl who plays number 11.
11. Oh,
Oh.
Millie
Millie
Bobby Brown.
She was on
Hot Ones.
Hot Ones. Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How'd
that
she
was
do?
cool.
She seems a bit dramatic.
she's you know what? She seems to me she's a little immature. You know?
I think she's a bit of a jerk. I thought she seemed kind of like a jerk. Like a little,
I felt like she was
Like a
not
diva.
really trying. She wasn't like really tasting the spice.
She
But
took a
towards
little-
the end when she did.
yeah,
But
she was only taking small little nibbles, and like she wasn't able to hang with a lot of them. Or no, she
No,
did
at
okay.
first, I mean, that's why she didn't feel any of the first ones, like the first 8 or something, and it was like she's not trying them. She's just taking a little bite off the skin where it's not even sauce on it.
Yeah, and then
What? Oh, she got through all the way up to the eighth
Towards
wing?
the end, once she started acting like she was.
yeah, but then
it
like
was
her
dramatic.
vibe was coming off to me like she was a bit of a diva,
Yeah, she's a little. Yeah, she's.
kind of a brat.
She
almost.
seems to me she's a little
Little
bit of a
bratty?
dick.
Yeah.
Kind of dickish.
Yeah, she's got like dickish vibes to her.
Dickish.
I didn't watch it.
I started
Dickish
looking up,
vibes.
like I started looking it up, and like I googled is Millie Bobby Brown a dick? And, no, I just googled if she was kind of like rude, and some people like some videos. I mean, I guess you could say about anybody really, but she just kind of came off like, I don't know.
Didn't her and Drake have like they were like really like going back and forth on social media? They were like friends, and it was everybody was like that's fucking weird.
That is fucking weird.
It is fucking weird.
I know Drake had something with some weird relationship with like an underage kid or something like that. But
Yeah, it was her.
It was
it was her.
It was
Yeah.
her, and it was like they said it was like like a kind of big brother kind of mentor.
Right.
type of
Yeah, I know
thing.
that's what Drake was trying to like play it off as, but it was.
But it was fucking
It was
weird.
still weird.
Yeah, not when you're sending dick pics to your mentor. You know, I'm just trying to
He
show
said,
her
"I
the
want
ropes.
you to act like this."
Like,
man."
what do you think? Sex tape good?
Yeah, so that's not cool, man. But yeah, and then well, and nevertheless, Stranger Things.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah, it's a. Then what else? What else is going? What else is out right now that everybody's watching?
Moon Knight finished up.
Oh yeah, Moon Knight.
Knight.
Did you watch it?
I got lost in it a little bit.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't really think. I maybe because I'm not that familiar with the character that much.
That's what it is.
And I was like, I like the way the guy played it. Oscar Isaac did a fantastic job, but like the overall like the guy who Khonshu and all that stuff.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff we don't know about. Like
Yeah.
people aren't really into like the backstory of Moon Knight. We don't really know. Like
Right.
nobody who here has read a Moon Knight comic. Come on.
I have one, but I didn't even read it.
Did you
Right.
have
Even
it
if you
before-
read it,
before
even if you
came
read
out
it, you
first?
got one.
No.
What,
you just
what all
got
do you
it?
know?
Yeah, I just got it like because I collect them and all that, and I was like, oh, this looks like a cool cover, and it was coming out, so I was like, I like to see if it's gonna go somewhere in the future, price wise, but even still, like it stood alone. It didn't really reference anything in the Marvel universe, which was kind of good for them. But me watching all these shows, I like when they connect to something else, to a bigger theme, or at least it was like, even with the shows that have come before it, are post like Snap or Endgame or leading up to something different as well. So I kind of was like, that's kind of I was looking for something like that, but wasn't there. But it was okay. I saw it through.
Yeah, it didn't have anything like it wasn't connected at all, right?
No.
So like what I heard was that they were gonna aim towards getting like a dark type Avengers group, where it was like Ghost Rider, Moon Knight. What's his name? Kit Harington's character.
Yeah, from the Eternals, Black Knight.
Black Knight. So it's like gonna be like a conglomerate of all those, like kind of mystical.
Did it have
characters.
a name? Like, did it have a name to?
I don't know what
there
it
a name
is.
to
I
it?
just called it the Dark Avengers.
The Midnight Suns.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it's the Midnight Suns.
Yeah, and then
As a
Doctor
team.
Strange is gonna be in there, right? Like that's what they were kind of like saying.
Yeah,
That's what
because
I
you're
heard.
gonna have the cosmic side of things, and there's the dark side of things, and there's a kind of just the Earth type of Avengers, X-Men
Yeah.
kind of things too.
Right.
So there's all these different little areas that
Like
they can
factions.
explore. Yeah, so I don't know how they're gonna run it in the future, but that's building up to one thing. There's cosmic shit that's going on. So
See,
We'll see.
that comic book stuff is cool. Like all that, I find it cool. It's just that I never got into reading comic books at all. So I like hearing about it, like the different factions, the different teams. All that shit's cool to me. Like it's dope.
Yeah.
But I just never got into
to
reading.
to navigate through an entire story arc and have a whole set of
Yeah,
issues.
see, that's what I didn't do as a kid. So like as a kid, I would buy comics as soon as whenever I would see them, right?
Yeah.
I'd buy comics, but I never went like and bought like a whole storyline,
The whole
like,
volume of
yeah,
it, yeah.
yeah, because there's different like storylines, and they got like 6 to 10 whatever comics to finish that whole storyline. I've never gone through a whole one.
Then they
I've never
branch off, and there's like some side story.
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah, right. I never really did that.
Yeah,
I just kind of saw comics I liked, and I'd buy them. What I did collect a lot of was the comic book cards.
Yeah, those aren't worth shit though.
Yeah, and the
I
and
looked
the
some of
basketball
them up.
cards.
Some basketball cards are worth something.
I used to collect those, but they were stolen by my own family.
They're like, oh, these are gonna be worth something. What did you have? What'd you have? Did you have Michael Jordan?
Dude, I had Michael Jordan, all the championship ones. I had the hologram ones.
Those are dope.
I had a bunch, bro. Like I had fucking
Yeah, I
albums.
remember- yeah,
I had
I
like 2
remember
albums
having-
full.
You
Right?
took them, huh?
So one of my uncles, he was like, oh, I'll store them away for you. I'll take care of them for you. And I don't know why my mom
Yeah,
was
let
like,
me hold them real quick.
Yeah, my mom was like, yeah, hold them for us because at that time another one of my cousins was stealing my comics. So my uncle stepped in. He's like, oh, I'll put them away for you.
Growing up in Georgia,
Never again saw him. When I asked him, I was like, hey, what happened to my comic? What comic book cards? What basketball cards? Nothing. They're just like they disappeared.
Growing up in his little childhood was like Game of Thrones.
It was, bro.
Like it was like
This
you
fucking
thought you
thing,
could trust this person, and then they can't.
They eat their kids. dude.
Oh shit!
Yeah, there's always some
I have an awful
nonsense
family.
going on.
Nah,
Yeah,
they're
they
great,
got,
but
like,
they're
tear coming down.
Yeah, right.
For George.
no dad, awful family. Nah,
You know
nah,
whose
they-
rookie card you gotta be picking up soon if they go all the way is gonna be Jason Tatum's.
Tatum. Oh yeah. How about
If
that
the
finals?
with the Celtics,
How about that finals?
that's gonna be.
His tribute to Kobe, that 24 armband.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
His Jordans are hard, bro. They're going for they represent the Mamba.
do they really?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, his
They're
shoe.
nice.
I think he's like the next big like superstar. Tatum.
Okay.
Like he's already a superstar,
Yeah.
but like that next level, like because
Like
LeBron's already kind of he's in the back. He's in the last part of his career, right? Wherever he lands is fine. But you got like guys like Ja Morant, Steph Curry's still gonna be around for a little bit.
Yeah.
But like Tatum is in that younger class with Ja.
Josh
Or,
in the Suns.
No, Ja's with Memphis.
Oh.
Devin Booker. These guys are like where the torch is going to. You're gonna see them more and more.
Did he get drafted before those guys though?
Tatum?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Not by much.
Maybe by a year or two.
A year or two, but I mean
Yeah.
he's still kind of in that realm of like he's under 25.
I look at him as like that hidden gem, and he's all the hard work. You know what I'm saying? Now he's stepping up. He's
Yeah,
doing it,
I think he has all the right all the right coaching, all the right mentorship, all the right role models that he can model his game after, a la Kobe and all that, right? So I think I called it a few years ago amongst a few of my peers when they were at my house when we were having a set that the Celtics were going to be something down the road. I thought they were going to do something that year. They didn't, but I said if not this year, they're the future.
Kobe, before he passed away, he had like a secret camp, kind of like handpicked players to go to that camp, and he was one of them.
Yeah,
That was part of that group. That was pretty dope right there.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
one
mean
of the
that game they
greatest
just
of all
came
time.
back and I mean I thought the Warriors were going to run away with it
Me too.
because Steph was just hitting.
Yeah,
Everything.
they were up by like 13 points, or it was like double digit points.
Yeah, they were,
At the beginning of the fourth.
Yeah, and then
They
just
held
came.
Clay.
Yeah, they held Clay.
him, yeah.
And then Jordan Poole just didn't have a really great game, and they just came back and they were crushing it, dude. And they're bigger overall.
Yeah.
And you got Robin Williams sitting in the paint with that.
Yeah.
Who's their biggest guy on?
Celtics?
Yeah,
I
or
think
no, on the Warriors.
The Warriors?
I think it's Draymond, isn't it? No, it's not Draymond.
No, it's the other guy.
There's another guy. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, they just overpowered him overall.
Horford's the vet on the Celtics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's got skill, though. He could hit the three, too.
Yeah, he was hitting it
Yeah.
in one of the games when he was going against Miami.
Yeah.
So,
That's
yeah, I
dope.
think...
That's the Bulls need.
Did I hear that right? That there was
sorry.
like the first time that in the semis or in the finals, I mean, the fourth quarter, one team was down by double digits and it won by double digits. It was like the first time that happened.
It might have been. I didn't hear that, but it might have been.
Yeah, and then Steph actually set the record for the most threes in the first quarter of any NBA game final.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I heard that too.
So people are breaking records out here, man. So it's 1-0 Celtics, and tonight's gonna be
Game 2.
back in
Who you
Golden
got?
State.
Who you got?
I'm gonna go Celtics
I'm
again.
gonna go Celtics too. What about you, George?
Celtics.
Celtics. How about you, Hans?
Kind of
I'm gonna go Celtics as well.
Celtics.
I gotta figure out this over under.
So Celtics. So you guys are thinking Celtics are gonna take it all the way, or is Steph Curry gonna get another ring?
I think
You know,
he's
he's
gonna
never-
go 7 games though. I think
Yeah.
he's gonna go 7 games, and they're gonna play their asses off, and then we're just gonna see in that 7 game.
I don't know. I kind of want to say it's gonna be 6 games, 2 games to Golden State, and then Celtics will take 4.
I could tell you right now, if Gary Payton Jr. was there, they wouldn't have lost this game.
Yeah,
They wouldn't have lost the first game. Gary Payton Jr. because he broke his arm in the
Right.
with the Memphis. They wouldn't have lost this game.
Maybe.
Well,
Curry never had never received an MVP trophy, did he? For a championship?
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
I think
he
is.
didn't.
No?
he didn't. No, he's never gotten one.
He's never been the Finals MVP.
Right? No, I don't
Steph
think so.
Curry.
I
I
don't
would
think
be
so.
surprised. Who was it then? Who was it then on the Warriors when the Warriors won the championship? Who was it? Draymond? No, Draymond didn't get no MVP. KD?
Maybe KD. KD probably.
But
Can
they
you look that
won
up?
without KD already, right?
Steph Curry has won 3 NBA championships, but has never been named Finals MVP.
Who was the MVP of those other 3? Do they say?
I don't know. I don't know, but that's
Well,
what
I would say KD.
Isn't that something?
maybe
That's
Clay,
crazy.
Yeah,
Draymond. Yeah,
that's interesting.
All right. I thought that was pretty cool.
Maybe he'll get it. Maybe not. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
What else is on the docket?
Well, I mean, like Al Harford also dropped 26 points on his first NBA Finals, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's dope.
yeah. You were just saying that too.
Oh,
That's dope.
Nice.
How did Tatum do this game? He didn't do very well, right?
He
That's
did
what
a
I
lot of other things like
He had
rebound,
a lot of assists.
Yeah,
Because they were tying him up. They were double teaming him.
yeah.
yeah, he had
But he's
13
got
assists.
He's got a record for kind of hanging back from shooting and then coming back the next game and killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like his MO. So we'll see how he does tonight.
Amber Heard owes Johnny Depp $15 million.
How's she gonna do that? How's she gonna pay that? Is she worth that much money?
Apparently, with a fucking GoFundMe, she tried to get a GoFundMe going.
Oh, she tried to put that together.
That's what I suppose. Like what?
I seen that. They shut it down.
They
Yeah.
shut it down. Yeah, GoFundMe said, "Go fuck yourself."
I thought somebody else put that together. Like there was like just
I don't know.
random.
It could have been somebody else, but no, they shut it down.
Even if someone else did, like I doubt Amber would ever see that money.
I got an idea for Amber. She could start an OnlyFans.
I think that's where she'll head. If worst case scenario.
Worst case, right? Worst comes to
case
worst. She
scenario.
ain't gonna get any work anymore. She's done it.
At least not for a while. She's not gonna get any work.
Yeah, she's done. Yeah, I mean, Lindsay Lohan came back. A little
She
bit.
did.
She was in
Kinda.
a Planet Fitness commercial.
There was also that Herbert run, or whatever that movie was with the bug.
Oh, Herbie.
That was before she
Herbie
got.
Reloaded.
Yeah, that was before.
That was before she got.
What was it before she died?
Just like,
No,
look,
before she got
Oh,
all. You
I
know.
think that's before she died in Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing is just. It's funny and sad and fucked
Yeah, it's
up.
fucked up. It's fucked up.
It's just two damaged people, just really just airing everything out in front of
Johnny Depp.
everybody
You
over
think
the
he's
course of the last.
a damaged dude? I don't think
Hell
he's a
yeah,
damaged
dude.
I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
Like,
For sure.
He's
No
done
doubt.
hard
He's
drugs.
dead.
Has he been in rehab for hard drugs?
He has been
Yeah.
in rehab. He fell off the wagon when he was with.
When he was with her, right?
He was doing opiates, right?
Yeah.
For a while. Yeah.
He was fucking. Doing
Can he
everything.
come back? Yeah, I think so. I think now that
Yeah,
she's out of
dude,
his life.
Disney maybe is considering bringing him back. I think for another fucking Jack Sparrow.
No, he won't do it.
Really?
No, Disney shit the bed with that one.
Play that drum. Play that boom boom. Play that drum on that drum machine.
No, he said he would never do it. Not even if they offered him $300 million.
Yeah, because I mean, come on, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't do it either.
That's enough already with the fucking
Pirates of the Caribbean, yeah.
Yeah.
They'd have to come up with something new for
I
him.
think they're gonna do like some sort of spin-off though, is what I heard.
Yeah.
whack. It's not
Yeah,
gonna be the same. It's gonna bomb.
I think I watched the first 2 Pirates of the Caribbean. And
I don't mind them. Like I
done.
think that like the first 3 are decent. I don't know how many. I think there's 5 or 6.
I don't know.
But the first 3 were pretty good.
I've seen like half of all of them. I've never sat through a whole Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I don't know why.
They're pretty good. I didn't mind them in the beginning, and then it just got like too much.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a long movie, too. What is it, like? Is it almost 3 hours?
They're always too
Oh,
like.
yeah,
they're
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 pretty
over
long.
2.
Yeah,
They're
right.
over 2 hours, all of them. Right? Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, but that trial, it was
These
trial
eyes
was
will
comedy
never
gold.
look at you again.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, Amber Heard.
Amber.
Amber.
I will never
My
look at
fucking
you.
finger, Amber.
I will never look at you again with these eyes, Amber.
Oh yeah, that's
what he
fucking
said.
hardcore, dude. I like
And
that.
he
I
did
didn't-
it.
what,
Like,
he
if
said
you look
that?
at the
Yeah,
trial,
the
he
attorney
never
goes.
looked at
The
her
attorney
once.
asked her. He goes, Amber,
said-
how come you never make eye contact with Johnny? And then they're like,
They played
play
a-
this recording.
Yeah,
and
he's
it
like
was him telling
he's
her,
like, you will never
will
see my
never-
eyes again, Amber.
these eyes will never look upon you or some
Yeah,
shit.
something like
He
that.
says it all poetic.
Yeah,
And yeah,
that
he
was
never
dope.
looks at her in the whole
That was
in the
dope.
thing. You never see him like staring her down. Like
he
up
didn't
there.
look at her once.
Bitch.
No, he didn't look at her once throughout
Yeah.
the entire trial. Yeah.
Damn.
Supposedly, if she does,
Dope.
That's pretty good.
That's dope.
supposedly Johnny Depp's not going to enforce. Supposedly, he's not going to enforce the payment. But if they do, then she's either going to have to appeal, or they're going to have to look at all her assets. So that includes properties, residuals, everything that she's getting, and she's just going to have to pay it over time, essentially. So. She's
Yeah,
gonna
because
be an
he-
indentured servant to debt.
Because yeah, you said they'll probably monitor. Like if she gets paid somewhere,
Oh yeah, they're
they'll
gonna
take that money from her.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. If she
Yeah,
ever
they have
gets
to
another,
garnish her wages.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I mean, she works at McDonald's. They're gonna take her money.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is.
oh,
Oh,
the
OnlyFans.
IRS.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Dude, you were saying Johnny Depp was saying like she would take his shoes off, and like he had never experienced that before. Like she would get home and she'd kneel down, she'd give him a glass of wine, and she would take off his boots and all that stuff, and like cater to him in all those kinds of ways. But then the one time he came home, and she was on the phone talking to somebody, and he was like, "All right, I guess I'll take my own damn boots off," and he took them off.
This is
just
when it
like
started.
And then she walked over to him, and she says, "What are you doing? Did you just take your boots off?" And well, yeah. And then it's just, I do that for you. Don't ever do that again. Like, fool's getting all mad at him. He took his own fucking boots off.
Holy shit!
Yeah. And so that
I
was-
thought you were gonna say something like she kicked him out of the way or something. She kicked his boots off. I'm like waiting, like, and you know, like what'd she do to his boots? Did she step on his feet or something? What?
No, she just got pissed that he took off his own shoes
That's
because she wanted to
interesting.
fucking do it. And like,
That's love right there.
yeah, I mean, nothing says I love you like a grumpy in the bed.
That'll.
Human fecal matter.
That's like the one thing that really sticks out in this entire fucking trial.
I mean, there
Shit on the
was
bed.
there was so many memes that came out of that trial.
Like it just
My dog
keeps
stepped on a bee.
Yeah.
fucking yeah. Jesus Christ, that was just a mess. It just makes you like appreciate that you're not a Hollywood celebrity.
Yeah. Really.
Because like at some point he started being a celebrity when he was how old? Like he was big time
What was
since
that,
the
Freddie?
80s.
He was
He
young.
did
21.
Freddy. Nightmare on Elm Street. Right?
Yes, and okay.
That was like his big
and
break.
Then, and then it was 21 Drum Street.
Do you remember when he owned that one club in L.A., the Viper Room or something like that? That's where River Phoenix died.
Oh shit.
That was his club.
Johnny owned it?
Damn.
Yeah,
No
dude,
shit.
he died like right. You know, that's insane.
Yeah, so
There's two sides to every coin. We got Joaquin Phoenix out of it.
and now they won't
Out
even
of
let
that
her
deal.
they won't even let Amber Heard be an Aquaman too now.
No, yeah.
They I think they cut her part down to like 10 minutes, but I don't know if they're gonna keep her in there. I think they're considering taking her out completely and replacing her.
Yeah, I think they might.
It's gonna be like
Aquaman
a fish
2.
out of water.
Aquaman 2
They should-
Wild Tuna.
They should just do like every scene that she's in. They should just kind of put a loteria card of La Sirena.
What's it called? Going back on like Johnny Depp's like fame. I remember when we were talking about this before, like last Thursday or whatever, and like I couldn't name any fucking movie that like Amber Heard was in. But like I think it was you, Carlos. It was like naming off a bunch of movies that she was in that I had watched, but I don't remember her being in them. Even like
she's
Zombie.
She's forgettable. Yeah.
The only movie I remember
Absolutely.
her from was Pineapple Express.
I don't even remember
That
her
was
in that.
that's the only one.
That's the only one.
She was Seth Rogen's girlfriend in that.
Yeah.
I remember Seth Rogen's girlfriend, but I don't remember her face. Like,
Yeah. Well, she wasn't. She was a little like. She wasn't as lean. Like she had cheeks and stuff. So like.
Yeah.
A little bit
She
thicker.
kind of looked a little different, but it was definitely.
How old is Amber Heard? She's significantly younger than Johnny Depp, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
she
dude, she's
is.
like in her 20s.
Something
Right
like
now, she's in her 20s?
late 20s, early 30s. Gotta be like late 20s.
She's got to be, yeah, I'd say 27, 28 to like 32. Somewhere in that range. And Depp is 60 years old almost. He's 58
No,
years
he's
old.
not
58?
yet.
He's
Yeah.
58 years old.
Oh, shit.
Depp is 58. She's
years
36 years old.
She's
Ooh,
36.
36,
That was
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Damn, she's not that much younger than, she's our age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just about her age.
She's our age.
Yeah, but I honestly don't remember her in like Pineapple
I'm
Express.
like, she's our age.
She was in a movie with Johnny Depp, The Rum Diaries or something like that.
Yeah, she wasn't around
Is that where they
She was.
met?
She,
Is
I
that
mean,
where they
she's a
kicked
beautiful
off?
girl, but she's crazy as all hell.
Yeah, obviously she's crazy.
That all she's got is her facial structure going for her.
Just goes to show you, be careful who you get with, man.
But do you think that Johnny Depp had what's it called? Like an edge just because of his fame?
Yeah.
Of course, but I mean, you could. I mean, I don't know. You could. Yeah, he's an actor, right? But like, you could tell just by their demeanor.
What do you mean?
Like just. There's a saying in Spanish called it goes el que nada debe nada teme, and he just looked like he wasn't worried about it because he was telling the truth. He was like there was conviction to him.
Yeah.
And Amber every time she spoke is like this fucking bitch, like you know she's lying. You could just see it in her face.
Do you think it hurt the Me Too movement?
Maybe. Didn't I talk to you about that? Like that guys should have a Me Too movement too. Also me.
Also me.
Also me. What about me?
What about me? What about me?
Johnny Depp, what about me?
What about me movement?
What about
That's
me
a good
movement,
one. I like that one.
Yeah.
That is
We gotta timestamp that one.
I don't know. Regarding the Me Too movement, like I kind of feel like it fell off after a while. Like it's still domestic abuse is still a problem, right? But like there were times.
It's always going to be a problem.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
right.
never going to go away.
Right. It's always going to be a problem. But I don't think it really hurt the Me Too movement. I think it just kind of brought more light into the fact that like, hey, you know, it's not just women who experience that.
Right. It's also
Abuse.
men.
And
Men
not
can
everybody's telling the truth.
And then there's the other problem because there have been times where there's been people who cried wolf. Like
Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
And then you have to believe them because they said it. It's
Right.
not necessarily the case.
exactly. So, for example, this is actually not Johnny Depp's first lawsuit regarding what Amber Heard had said. He had sued.
The paper in England
Yeah, there was a paper in England. I think it was called Sun News or Sun Times or something like that.
calling
Not
them
Sun-
a wife beater.
For defamation.
Yeah, for defamation. But he sued the newspaper. He didn't sue Amber at the time.
Right.
He lost that case with the newspaper. And part of it was because the judge said that like there was cases of abuse by Johnny Depp. But
He had a history of domestic abuse.
he does against Amber Heard. I think it was like 14. There was like 14 accounts, and the judge ruled that 12 out of the 14 were actual abuses from Johnny. But again, that's going both ways because obviously Amber Heard. The judge ruled against Johnny for that whole incident with the vodka bottle where he severed his finger. To me, that sounds like that's going both ways there. Like in the video, it doesn't look like he didn't even do anything for that matter. Whatever led up to that argument, I don't know. But in the video, like clearly she threw a fucking bottle at him and he was nowhere near him.
Oh, there was a video of it.
Yeah, there was a video of it.
Yeah, I remember the video.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
I don't think it showed when she threw the bottle, but it was the part where he was
Oh,
like,
yeah, like
slamming
a-
the cabinets. I think it was that same time.
I seen that. Yeah.
That's when he severed his
Yeah,
finger.
he was just upset. He was slamming cabinets.
Yeah.
Like,
It might have been. I don't know.
Did they split after that? They still stay together after this
I think
finger.
they still stayed together.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, they stayed together for a little
Probably not much longer after that, though. I can
You
imagine.
fucking bitch.
while.
That was my good finger. That was the finger you
You
liked.
cut my finger off, Amber.
You cut my
Come
finger
on,
off,
man.
Come on.
Come on, Amber.
Do you think the show should have been, or the show,
It was a show.
It was a fucking show.
It was a show.
Do you guys think it should have been televised? Yeah.
I think if you're Johnny, yes, because it only benefited him.
Yeah. He was vindicated.
Because in the court of public opinion,
yes,
that's where he got vindicated.
Got it.
You know, like I have yet to hear anybody say, "Man, Johnny Depp's really fucked up for what he did to Amber."
There are people though. There are people.
I'm sure they're out there,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
not as widely public as the amount of people that have watched it and said, "Fuck her." I still support Johnny.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
even though he dunked her head in toilet water, and and he threw the dogs at her or whatever the fuck they did to each other, I'm still with him. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like he could have done worse, and they still would be with him. Like they love Captain.
probably.
Captain Jack Sparrow's here to stay.
He definitely had a huge what's it called? Support from.
He's got a big fan base.
Yeah. But I guess there was controversy from from Heard's lawyers, specifically because of the jury, because the jury was let home every morning or every day. So they went home. They didn't go into what is it called, sequestering or something like that.
Where they put them in a hotel, block everything off.
Yeah, pretty much block everything off. They were free to go home, look at their own TV, look at social media, and do everything. So they were afraid that the jury was going to be what's it called?
Like tampered.
Yeah, they're going to be
thoughts,
influenced by whatever they see on the news or whatever.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That their decision was going to be influenced by whatever was on the news.
See, I don't know how much influencing you can have. You're sitting there live. You're the one that sees it. If anything, we're the ones being influenced by what we see on the TV. Not necessarily them, because they're sitting in there with them.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean...
Well, it was also televised and stuff because it's not a federal case. It's like a civil case.
Right.
Right? So, like as opposed to, like, Ghislaine Maxwell's case, that wasn't televised because it's federal. You can't...
True.
They can't
yeah.
have videos. They can't have cameras in the court.
And every state has different laws regarding civil cases.
Yeah.
Whether or not they can be televised. So, like, for example, I think California was one of them where you can televise it. That's hence I'm bringing up an old case, but within our age group, we remember the OJ case. And what's it called? That was televised. And I think that was in California.
Yeah.
So.
Ghislaine was pretty hot back in the day.
Yes, she was. Kind of a
Yeah, she
piece of
was a good
shit.
woman.
Kind of a piece of shit. But,
kind of.
Yeah.
Slightly demonic. But, yeah.
She'd have gotten...
Who has a worse personality, Amber Heard or Ghislaine Maxwell?
Personality?
Hands down, Amber Heard. Hands down.
Yeah, you know what? I think Ghislaine, maybe that narcissism made her maybe charming. I could see her being charming.
Yeah, 100%.
And as opposed
She
to
knew
Amber
how to
Heard.
groom people.
Clearly.
She know how to make you feel better about yourself.
Grooming,
She was gonna
manipulating.
put you somewhere. You're gonna go high above.
Yeah.
You know, like you're gonna go places with Ghislaine Maxwell. Amber Heard.
Yeah, she doesn't have a
child's
present
play.
bone in
Yeah,
her body.
you know.
You're gonna-
she didn't
you're
have
gonna
any
get sunken
fucking
in with
sway in
Amber
the
Heard.
industry. She had no charisma or no connection with Jason Momoa when they were filming
that's what they
Aquaman.
say- that's
Even
what
the
they say. The director went on.
not the
to
director,
say.
it was an executive from Warner Brothers that had to say like, yeah, they had like no connection, and
No
we had to
chemistry.
really cut it up, and like that's the beauty of Hollywood and editing is that you can make it look like they do, but like we had to fight to keep her on. Like Momoa had to step in and say, no, don't get rid of her, even though she sucks. But
I'm sure he had heard things, Like I'm sure the word gets around in those circles and shit. So
I think he even came out and supported
Don't
that.
let her sleep in the same bed with you.
whatever you do, don't let us shit on your bed.
Don't look at her with those eyes.
Oh yeah.
And don't give her any bottles of vodka.
I mean, Momoa's not that guy though.
I know.
Nah,
He's not that guy. He got Lisa Bonet, and he can get way better.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, what else we got?
Let's see. We got the whole UFOs thing.
UFOs and buttholes.
Yeah, we had a congressional hearing that was held for
About
the first
UFOs?
time. Yeah.
What are they saying?
Well, supposedly for the first
What are they
time.
saying, George?
That they're real. They don't know what they
You're
are.
a lead guy on UFOs. You know
You're
that?
the
I
leading.
mean,
Every time
You know, the only thing I'm gonna say is that they're saying in our lifetime we will see one. in our
See
lifetime.
a UFO
No, or see an alien.
or an alien.
That's what they're saying, right? It's pretty much pointing that way because the way that our space program is, and the way that they're looking past, beyond our not universe, but like our planet. What do they call it? Our
universe?
yeah, our universe.
Galaxy?
Our
Galaxy.
galaxy?
There you go. They're saying that they're because they're sending. They want to go farther out to see what else is out there. They want to know if there's another Earth or similar.
But that's
yeah,
tough.
they're looking.
You know
they're
the
looking
next
for.
galaxy? How much dead space there is between here and the next galaxy?
Yeah, it's light years away.
It's just nothingness.
How far is the nearest star to us? Like galaxy,
Oh, by the way, side note.
not galaxy. Solar system.
I don't know. You know,
I think it's like hundreds of light years away. It's like 200 light years away, something like the 300.
is something out there traveling? Did they send something already?
What? What do you mean?
Like to seek out this other,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
To
sent
see out
multiple.
aliens?
or just
Yeah,
to seek
one of
out
them
the
is
next galaxy?
one of those probes is malfunctioning, starting to malfunction.
Dude,
People
don't they
into
have
the
a satellite out there just playing music? And they just chucked it out there?
I don't think it's playing music. I think it's
It's like a time capsule. It's like a capsule,
correct.
and it's got like a golden disc that says it's got a whole bunch of like information pertaining to our planet and where we're at, our location in the galaxy. So
They sent that up there.
Yeah, who was that? What was that scientist?
So they're
name?
gonna bring something here.
forget his
if it's not Hubble, it's something else.
No, the scientist.
Oh, who was the scientist? I don't know.
I forget his name.
I love that movie Alien, so that's what I always pictured. Like,
Wait. Like the Sigourney Weaver one?
yeah,
No, the one you really got to watch is Arrival. Have you seen Arrival?
Arrival is so good.
well, who's that with?
That's with
Amy Adams.
Amy
Her
Adams.
best
Oh
performance.
yeah,
bar
Amy
none.
Adams. Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one. That kind of more or less is how I envision it happening.
Yeah, completely different.
And
not
if you think
humanoid,
about it, too,
not bipedal.
In that movie, because a lot of the things that they've been, like, even during this congressional hearing about the UAPs moving in different directions and super fast and all that stuff,
Yeah,
it's kind of like how that thing moves in Arrival.
Arrival.
Because it
It
doesn't.
goes on its side.
It goes on its side
Yeah.
to stand up. There's nothing that propels it. So it's nothing shooting out of its ass to get it to where it needs to go. It just uses whatever it uses to move around, and it moves really quick.
Gravitational fields.
Yeah.
Gravitational
I like how he
manipulation.
just says it looking at his nails. Gravitational.
Gravitation.
Get it right. Gravitational.
What'd you say? Gravitational manipulation?
Yeah, that what they do is like Bob Lazar. This is what I feel like. Bob Lazar is really credible, man. So like he described it as like it's encased in like a magnetic field, kind of like a gravitational field, like a force field, and it opens up in a way that like it's whatever direction it's going in, it's falling into wherever it's opening up. So like that's how it moves. It's like it's falling into that direction. So it manipulates gravity, so it just kind of sends it out with no propulsion really.
So gravity's coming from the side, and that's where
Yeah,
it's
getting pulled
up
continuously as fast
That's
as they
weird
want.
that they're able to put. If that is the case, that gravity can be over here, so to speak, and then you're as opposed
Right,
to just
gravity's
going,
everywhere, right?
right. But with us, it's just down. Like we only
Yeah,
go
we
down.
have a downforce, so they're able to manipulate it. So like it's like a gravity field around it, and then it opens up so they're just falling into it, whichever direction they want to go.
It's like some Doctor Strange shit with the portal opening up wherever.
Dope. It's like
You know?
I'm fascinated with this shit, man. It's
And
fascinating.
to answer your question earlier, George, the Canis Major Dwarf Galaxy is 25,000 light years away from us.
Oh,
That's the
25,000.
closest one to us.
25,000 light years. It's crazy.
It's a fucking day trip.
It's a day trip. Hop on the Millennium Falcon. It's a day
Dude,
trip.
imagine 25,000 light years. You go, you come back, and everything's different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
you haven't aged, and then you came back, and we're all gone.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to get back and do the podcast. I've been missing it.
Oh, fuck, everyone's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That's-
just me, guys.
That's centuries away though. I think, right? Maybe
Oh.
like
probably,
like real like
To get there,
to become
just to get
intergalactic.
there. Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, we're barely doing like space tourism with SpaceX, so it doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, it's got to be way far out there because we haven't even gone to the moon in ages.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Decades.
Elon Musk just said he wanted to send us to Mars, a colony in Mars. Put a colony in Mars by 2050. I think that's
Something like that.
yeah.
Wow.
It's not gonna happen. We haven't even like really mastered cryogenics, have we?
No, not that I know.
Like if you want to travel like light years away, you're gonna have to be frozen. There's no way to do it. No other way.
Like in Aliens.
Yeah, because you're gonna age. You need to be just in a solid state, not age, for those whatever amount of light years you're traveling.
Right.
Walt Disney was the first one to try it.
Yeah, cryogenics, right?
Yeah, if that's really what happened to him. No.
and he still hated Jews. That was the actual rumor that he was anti-Semitic.
I believe it.
Yeah. There was a video of a UAP that was shot when the Queen just turned, I don't know how old, but it's like they called it a jubilee. I don't know, it's some sort of celebration.
Uh-huh.
And you could see the UFO, a little orb just flying across their little, they did that trail of colors with the jets.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you love Gantt charts? Here's how easily you
man.
can build one in click.
I think it's really compelling.
I don't think it's bullshit. I think
it
it's
is.
Whatever
real.
it
There's
is, and if it
there's
ends up being
something
true and we get visited, they need to do something about these gas prices, bro. Help us resolve this shit, 'cause this shit is ridiculous.
Hell
'Cause,
yeah,
I
man.
mean-
This fucking gas is crazy.
That's why they're coming, because of inflation. Aliens are here to help us with inflation. Everything's going up. Everything.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Expensive is fucking... Yeah. It's fucking
Cost of
bullshit.
Yeah, we need more. We need more.
Dude,
Willy,
it cost me what, $80 to fill up my car, and it's a fucking Passat.
Yeah, I got a Golf. It costs
More
me
than
like
$80
it's-
actually.
If I'm on red or like getting down there, it's like $75. That's
Food's going up,
for a hatchback.
light bills going up, everything is fucking going up.
We need the aliens.
We need the
We need the aliens to come fix us.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to fucking open up gravity so I don't have to waste gas and fall somewhere where I need to be.
Yeah.
Really fucking light speed.
Fall on your ass. Light speed.
At light speed.
Light speed. Right,
I
Colonel?
feel like your ass would just explode if it just fell on your ass at light speed.
Splat.
Something more serious too. I know that you're probably gonna bail on this one now.
What? What is that?
Is the Uvalde thing?
Oh, I got, man. That's nuts.
Yeah. It
That's
made me
terrible.
tear up a little bit. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Dude, I still tear up
1950s.
anytime I watch it. I tear up.
I stopped watching it, but you keep hearing stuff about it. Like, who was the guy that was in charge down there, right? When everybody got, they're saying he didn't have a fucking mic on him, like a radio, like a walkie.
That's because you would think, and
That's
this,
part of the uniform, man.
yeah, it's just crazy to me that these cops didn't run in there and handle business to save these kids. They were there waiting for 50 minutes, And then on the flip end, and not to make light of it, but you look at if it was an unarmed black person, they would have been all over.
Oh yeah.
them.
Yeah, no shit.
You know what I mean? I mean that maybe it's apples and oranges when you're looking at it, but
No, there's a
No,
dichotomy.
Yeah,
because,
like-
I mean,
There's a
like,
dichotomy.
here's my thing about that whole situation. That was over the last 2 years. There's been a lot of light on cops, right, and police brutality. It's been going on for longer than that, but it's been getting louder and louder over the last 2 years since George Floyd, right?
Right. Well, because we have access to filming all this shit. now.
Yeah, and on top of that, so you're hearing a lot of FTP, ACAB, and then defund the police and everything, right?
Right.
What's it called? FTP. I mean, when I blow a stop on my scooter, I'm down with it. ACAB, I can't really stand behind because I have friends who are cops. And then defund the police, I was just kind of like,
that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
well, defund the police. Here's the thing: I was on the fence about it, right, up until Uvalde, because 40% of that town's budget is going to the police. They waited
wow.
50 minutes. They saved their own kids' asses.
Yeah.
Then they waited 50 minutes, tasing parents who were trying to go in to save their own kids. Mm-hmm. And then what's it called? Because they wanted to wait for a tactical team that showed up, didn't do anything, and then the second most hated police group by people of color, which is Border Patrol. An off-duty Border Patrol guy was the guy who went in and stopped the shooter.
Yeah, because he had a kid there too.
Yeah. So it's like, I defund the police. Like at this point, like I'm having a hard time trying to argue against it.
Right.
You can't, like, okay, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But you can't defund the police and expect to still be protected in any type of capacity for a community. Like,
Well, see, that's why you have the Second Amendment. You know?
yeah, but then there's that too. The Second Amendment is so distorted. I mean, yeah, it's everybody's right to have a gun, but does everybody really need a fucking assault rifle?
Obviously not.
Right.
Does everybody need a machine gun? No.
No.
Not everybody needs one. The other thing behind that too is, even if you do get a machine gun and you're going to allow people to have an assault rifle, I ride a motorcycle periodically from time to time. It's been a little while, so anybody who watches is like, heck, I don't ride a bike, but I like to ride motorcycles. I have to go get a license to ride that fucking thing. I have to take classes to ride that thing, so I don't kill myself or anybody else. There's no law that says anybody who's trying to buy a high grade weapon like that needs to take a class. Why isn't that something?
Right.
To be mentally evaluated during this class. Does he pass? There should be a long process
What
to
did he
get
have?
that out.
He had an AR-15, right? Is that what he had? Because in here
It was
in
an
Illinois,
assault
you
rifle.
can't have that.
Yeah, but nevertheless, even
know?
the guy goes to Dick's Sporting Goods and he picks it up, and like that's just so easy. I get pulled over on my bike and I don't have a motorcycle
There's no
license.
filtration process.
Yeah.
or
And it's
screening.
hard, even if you had a filtration process, right? So like, what's it called? Technically, he still could have gotten the gun legally because there's no history of mental illness that's been said, right? He's been expelled from the school. That's about it. But there's no history of mental illness, which I know is one thing that they look for, and I don't even know how deep they even look for it. I know they definitely look at your criminal record to see if you're been accused of domestic abuse, if there's any warrants out for you or anything like that. But beyond that, like, I don't know how deep it goes into like mental health, and I know that's one requirement for owning a gun. So, like, he easily could have still like gotten the gun no matter what through legal bounds.
Yeah.
Or an assault rifle.
Or he could have got it illegal.
Yeah, he
Probably
could've,
even easier, you know?
Right. He probably could have gotten it easier, and I know people who have gotten guns illegally, but nonetheless, like again, that's I don't know.
It happens.
Hans on the wild side.
Yeah.
It happens.
And then also, you gotta figure protecting the kids. Like, you go to any federal building, and there's armed guards. You go to most banks, there's armed guards. You go to fucking high-end retail stores, there's armed guards. You go to one of our places here in Chicago, go to Oak Brook, they got armed police officers standing by in case somebody fucking robs Burberry or goes into the fucking
Because
jewelry
there's
store.
money there.
Right.
They have armed police at schools too.
Yeah, that's the
It's
thing.
local
Yeah,
police,
I that was my solution in the beginning. It's like, why don't we put more cops there? But now that I found out that everybody has a cop there, or at least 1 to 2, and they're not running in, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, so what is the solution?
Right.
Yeah.
Because these guys are cowards. I mean, I don't want to call them that, but like,
In
kids are
essence,
getting-
they were.
Yeah.
I don't know why nobody was going in there. I didn't even know that.
I mean,
What's the other? There's no other reason. Cowardice. That's it.
yeah.
And then you gotta be able to secure these buildings more.
Again, I can't hate them on the cowardice thing, right? Because I mean, you have
Right.
soldiers.
We're not cops.
Right. No, it's not even that. Like, you have soldiers who freeze up in the front lines, and they are trained to kill first.
Right.
Let's be
Right,
honest
right,
with that. Yeah, every soldier is trained to kill first before they go into whatever other
Right.
assignment they go into.
Right.
These cops, on the other hand, like, I get it. Because I think a couple of them got injured in the process before they decided to just stand back, right? You got a school full of kids and an armed shooter. If you go in, there's going to be a shootout. And what's it called? And there's no other way, even with the tactical team, there's no other way without having at least one person die.
How did he get in the building?
Supposedly, he got in through a door that was not
back door.
locking properly.
Yeah, that's what they said.
And that's the problem.
They try to blame it on the teacher who closed the door because she said there was a rock that was there. She said, no, I closed that door. The door didn't lock properly. I know for a fact I closed it.
And nobody goes and secures it. I mean, there's just, my old man, God rest his soul, was in security,
building security,
high
specifically.
rise building security, and the amount of detail that goes into that, right, to protect those buildings and the people that are in it, that should be now the same strategies And you can look up his playbook because he wrote a lot of it. And those strategies need to be implemented into the schools, and be worked rigorously to make sure that doesn't happen anymore.
So it depends on the school too, because there are schools who do have policies in place for like making sure that there's only one entrance for all students to come in,
Right.
And making sure that all of the doors are locked and only accessed by employees, either with a card or a key, or a key fob or a key or whatever.
Every school should have it.
I agree. Every school should have that.
That school didn't.
It didn't. Okay, I didn't know that.
I don't know. I'm asking. I'm jumping to conclusions.
I don't know. I just know that schools around here for sure they have that in place.
And it seems like it's always happening in some crazy ass town. Like, well, I mean, not that the town's crazy, but like, you never hear about that in Chicago. You always hear about it like in another state,
Like mass shootings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mass shootings, no, but
Like you hear like.
Well, technically, I think for mass shootings, for something to be labeled a mass shooting, it's got to be like 4 people dead or something like that.
Because there are incidences of weapons getting into schools.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we have a gun problem in Chicago, but not specifically a mass shooting problem. I think.
No, nobody's gone in and lit up a school.
Like ours is mostly.
It's when you come out of school. That's when you really have the problem.
Yeah, really. I mean, we have gang problems out here in Chicago, which really affects the west side and south side.
Yeah, that's where it really. That's the problem. But then, you even heard that the governor of Texas calling out Chicago.
Yeah,
trying to link something
they're deflecting.
Yeah.
They're deflecting hard. Like that's why, like, I find it funny every time when the conversation about gun control comes up. All of a sudden, like, GOP and Republicans give a shit about mental health. They're like, oh, it's a mental health problem. Like, okay, well then, what are you going to do to resolve it? Well, we're not going to do anything to resolve it. We just don't want our guns taken away.
Right. There should be some sort of screening process specifically for mental health. And maybe some will fall through the cracks, like you said, right? Like maybe some people, like, I don't have a mental health problem. I've never shown it, but I go shoot somebody up, like, or do a mass shooting. I don't have a record of it. How would they have known? But I'm sure it'll kind of filter and it'll
but then
lower the chances.
Like, I still think you got to have a license to get a lot of these weapons. Not everybody should be carrying it.
No, you're absolutely right.
It shouldn't be so easy to go purchase that. I mean, but then again, the other question raises is if he still gets in there and he has a fucking Glock or 2, he's still taking out almost everybody in the room. Right.
True.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's an AR.
So that's another thing. So it's just like everybody throws us. I mean, I throw out solutions thinking like that's a cure all, but there's just so much more detail that goes into the fucking problem. The thing is though, like, people say we should get rid of guns, and you can't get rid of guns. It's never gonna go away. Guns are a part of the culture. It's part of the.
It's in the Constitution.
It's in the Constitution.
There's no.
It's like it's biblical at that point. Yeah. It might as well be biblical for us, anyways. Yeah. And it's just never gonna go away. Like that's it. I'm more concerned about how do you protect these kids, and the same way you protect the jewels that are underneath the glass at a high-end shopping mall. Yeah. That's what we need to be. How you look at it is.
I believe
it happens way too often.
I believe in Canada, I think there's like 3 levels of like gun control. There is, I don't know what it's called. There's just like there's a general like weapons like class. Then there's a restricted class, and then there's a prohibited class, right? The restricted class, I think, includes assault rifles. Or that might be in the prohibited class. But they have different classes of weapons. And in order for you to go into the restricted class, you need to have an additional license, as well as pay additional fees in order to get those guns, right? And then prohibited, obviously, that you're never going to get those things unless you're grandfathered in from an old law. Like, I'm exaggerating here, but like, let's say if you owned a flamethrower before a law was put into place, like you'll be grandfathered in because you had that flamethrower before that law was put into place. So. But I know in Canada they do like restrictive laws on certain types of guns. I think Australia
they don't let people have ARs in Canada.
They don't. I don't know. I'm not sure where.
Nowhere. I mean, they don't. Shit.
Yeah, I know in Australia.
There's a U.S.
There's a lot of places you don't even get to own guns. Britain for one.
Yeah. Britain, you can own certain types of guns, but it's like
machetes.
Yeah. But I think it's like something like a double barrel. I think it's like something like a double barrel shotgun or something like that, or a single fire shotgun. But I know Australia, they banned assault rifles, and after some mass shootings, and apparently their numbers have gone down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but the dingo population is out of control there.
The wombats.
right,
What else we got? Prayers for Uvalde, by the way.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there was a lady, right? There was a lady that said that she went in there and the cops were trying to stop her from
that's-
saying anything. That was crazy.
Oh, I don't know about saying anything. I know there was
Yeah, they said that they threatened her with like violating parole. I guess I don't know. Something that's what I heard, that they were gonna say that she violated parole.
what?
But, yeah, I saw a headline. Well, who knows? Anyway,
Canelo Bivol fight, man.
man, yeah, that was a good fight.
It was a good fight, but I don't know, man. Canelo.
He bit off more than he could chew.
Yeah, like, do you think it was his inexperience, or his frustration that just like made him bit the bullet? By the way, shout out to Sweats. And Sweats also says Uncle Carlos was a security goat.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
rip. Rest in peace.
Yes.
Shout out Sweats. Thank you for the comment. Yeah. Canelo is going to be one of the greatest fighters that ever lived,
Yeah, for sure.
but he is not the greatest fighter.
No, he's
that
not.
ever lived. He took out Bivol, or he took on Bivol, and it worked against him. I remember George was trying to make a case for like what he was trying to strive for to kind of set himself apart. You know, trying to get all these belts. But I feel like this was the actual first real fight he has had, because every other fighter that he's had prior to this were just kind of like, they were champions, yeah, but they weren't like, they were just kind of like there. I think
Were they
they just
mediocre fighters?
Yeah, mediocre champions in my opinion.
It's people that people weren't hearing too much about, and that's an issue right now with boxing. They don't promote it as much as they used to, like they did in the 90s.
They're fractured when it comes from a marketing standpoint.
Yeah.
You know, you have a powerhouse like ESPN, owned by Disney, right? That is able to promote these fights for UFC. You know, they do a really good job at marketing it, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's just not enough personality in the business either. You know, like there's no, you know, Canelo, as great as he is, he's not like he's not a heel. You know, there's got to be some theatrics to selling a pay-per-view.
Right.
Even Bivol, they were just like two nice guys like fighting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did have a lot of respect for each
Yeah,
other.
and it's like, oh, I really respect them. Well, that's really great. Can you guys talk a little bit of shit?
Bivol's
It's like-
another one that people didn't really know
in a
about.
fight, it's like having sex. You know, you want them to talk dirty. You want to pop off that nut. Like, you know, like, come on, man. Like, sell this shit. Like, I
Yeah,
want
they
to
don't
fucking,
sell it.
you know.
Yeah, it's a different.
I'm trying to
game in that
fuck.
aspect.
You know, you guys are making love. You know, like, let's do it. Let's do this shit. Like, say something mean. You know.
Get me going.
Yeah.
Get your shit together, boxing organizations.
Yeah, like-
Carlos wants to.
I want to bust a nut when I'm watching these fights. Fucking, they need
The vanilla gorilla.
The vanilla, yeah.
He wants to put, the gorilla wants to put his vanilla all over the...
You know, like we got just give me a fucking bad guy. Mayweather was so good at like
At doing that,
hating him.
Yeah.
You know that
People
you wanted to watch
people
him
loved
lose,
to
and
hate
he
him.
and he would win, and he'd laugh, and you'd get mad,
Yeah.
and then you
And
throw
you'd be
another
like,
fucking guy
"Motherfucker."
in there, and
Yeah.
it was just this, you know, here's this arrogant but really fucking awesome fighter that's one of the best to ever do it, if
Yeah.
not the best, and he never fucking lost, and he
Yeah.
till this day
He
he
never
still
lost.
as an exhibitionist still takes on guys and still kicks their ass.
And he still goes around talking shit. And people
Yeah.
love to hate it.
Yeah, and that's what it's missing. When it was McGregor in UFC, you know, he was talking mad shit, you know, and UFC's got a lot of like wrestling kind of personalities in there where they do these shoots and these promos to try to amp up the fight a little bit.
Yeah,
And,
always,
or like
the
even
weigh-ins
like
are always...
even when you're looking at like the Jorge Masvidal and like
Yeah.
the Covington fight, right?
Yeah.
Those guys just hate each other so fucking much. It's like, oh, I can't
Right.
wait to watch them fucking go at it again, you know? And then that's what we're missing in boxing is that one guy that's just like willing to take the heat and back up what he has to say and go kick some ass. And that they need to take a number out of like wrestling.
yeah,
You know?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I agree.
And they need like a big corporation like Comcast or somebody to take them over and really start
It doesn't.
promoting their fights.
It doesn't feel as fun as it used to feel.
No, it just feels
No.
like, I'm.
But not only that, but like I have this thing where like I've said it before. I don't know if I've said it here on the podcast before, but boxing was great before they banned PEDs.
Yeah, pens
So
were
like
awesome.
everybody was on it, and everybody was. I mean, De La Hoya, Mayorga, fucking. We had Marquez, everybody was great.
Right.
And it's because they were hopped up on that shit, They were fucking.
It was the same with baseball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
baseball too.
steroids, yeah.
Baseball, yeah, they were cranking them out of the fucking stadium every other night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when it was fucking Sosa,
Sosa
and
against
McGuire?
McGuire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those guys were all
The
jacked
race
up.
to like 50 or some shit like that, 50 home runs.
Hell yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like- and these guys were all jacked up.
Yeah,
That was awesome, man. Like,
yeah.
I
So
just, like,
that kind of changed things too.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't feel as exciting because they're not that like you think of before like Mayweather,
yeah.
right?
They weren't taking
Cesar
Compound
Chavez.
V. Like in the boys,
Yeah, man. But it was a great fight. Bivol came out on top. I think Canelo bit off more than he could chew. Bivol's used to taking shots,
Punching up
Yeah.
the whole time.
Well, he's kind of a short fighter. He's used to fighting taller people. It's like Gervonta Davis. He's used to fighting taller opponents. But yeah, he just bit off more than he could chew. And Bivol is actually a really smart fighter. He's got a
He
good
didn't
IQ.
even flinch when Canelo was like, "Come on, like learn."
Yeah, I saw that when
And, like,
after he beat the shit out of him on
yeah.
the ropes.
Yeah,
and then,
whatever, dude. Fuck you. You come here.
He's like, come here. He's like, no, you come here.
Yeah,
I ain't stupid.
yeah, yeah.
You come here.
But he studied him. They interviewed him afterwards, like with Callum Smith when Canelo fought him because he's a southpaw. He fucked his shoulder up, like he fucked his arm up. His whole muscle was like if you could see it ripped off. The tendon ripped.
Oh,
Like,
really?
it was just hanging in his arm, like you could see it in there, like
Caleb?
big old bulge. Was it? No, not Caleb Plant. It was Callum Smith.
Okay. Oh,
Callum Smith, and he was doing that to Bivol, but Bivol, he's a bigger guy. He could take it. And he afterwards he's like my arm is fucked up. He was trying to do that to me. He goes, but I already knew. I already knew he was gonna try to do that. And he goes, I studied him, and he's like, he fucking fought him good. He didn't let him do shit
no, he didn't.
Oh yeah,
Devin
he
Haney
controlled
fought
the
last
ring
night.
the entire time.
the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
And I love Canelo. I think he's a great fighter, but he fucking outsmarted him, bro.
He did for sure. Do you think this is like Canelo's like last fight within this weight class?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's going back down. I don't think it makes sense for him to stay up there. He realized he's no good at a higher weight. These motherfuckers could take his shots, and everybody's got a pretty good boxing IQ. All these champions, so you can't fuck around with that. And now,
I'm sorry, Bivol didn't have a huge career. Like he's only got 19 fights or 20 fights
right?
within
But he had
compared to Canelo.
yeah, but his amateur experience. I mean, he's fought a bunch. He's been at it for years. Yeah, but 19 fights, 20 fights now, 20 wins.
Who won that fight last night?
Oh,
Haney, right?
That was Haney.
Haney won.
Haney and Cambosis. Another.
They said it was a
People were
weak
saying it was
fight.
boring.
Yeah, it was a weak fight.
People were saying it was boring. They were doing that. Haney stuck to his jabs. It would look like another Canelo Bivol kind of situation.
Who won though?
Haney.
Haney.
Cambosis lost his belts. So Cambosis, Teofimo took him from Lomachenko. Cambosis took him from Teofimo, and then now Haney took him from Cambosis.
Yeah.
He's young too. He's like 23, 24.
Yeah.
He's
a young dude.
He's super young.
Yeah.
Great boxer. Smart, sharp, fast.
He's under Mayweather's. He's like Mayweather's protege.
Yeah. He's the lightweight class is very, very competitive right now. Like everybody's really good. Yeah. Then
What do you think
Gervonta
about
Davis.
Javante's fight last weekend?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it, and I was looking at highlights. They don't show too much in the highlights, but what I heard was that Romero was dominating.
Yeah, for 6 rounds or something.
All
Yeah.
those rounds. But Gervonta, he's got a really high boxing IQ too.
Yeah, he does.
So I feel like he knew what he was doing, right?
He seen the open
knocked out.
shot. Yeah, he got him.
Yeah, so he has to open up a little bit for Rolly to hit him, because he's a counterpuncher by nature. This
Yeah.
motherfucker. He's a counterpuncher. So he that's how he got him, with a left cross, right?
Yeah.
Counterpunch knocked him the fuck out. That was a good. He was a good bad guy though, Romero.
Yeah.
A lot of shit talk. Yeah, he was annoying as fuck.
But
But
it doesn't really. Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't compare.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, if he's a really that good of a shit talker, why isn't there more marketing to promote him?
Well, he wasn't a good shit talker, but he was just, he was a
He
fucking
was
asshole.
throwing his jabs at
Yeah.
at him. He was
But he
you
was
know,
not. He's not a clever
like
guy.
he said. He
he's
was
just-
annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what it really needs. At the end of the day, it needs some more theatrics. In short, it
Yeah.
just needs a lot of more theatrics.
Yeah,
behind
Mayweather
that.
was the last of that. It died with Mayweather.
And you're going to you need somebody to come in and do that. What's up?
Hell, even like these what's it called? These exhibition matches, like with Logan Paul and all these other like
Those get
YouTubers or
more.
whatever.
It's getting
Yeah.
like real circusy.
Yeah, exactly. Even those, like, I just don't even feel. I don't know how to say it. Attracted to at all, and it's not even just because of the Logan Paul name. It's just the Paul name. It's just because I just don't care. I was more. There was this one YouTube fight called the Creator Clash that I was like more interested in, and that was like the most like excited I've ever been for a boxing match. So it's basically
Since
McGregor. Yeah, Mayweather versus McGregor. I was the most excited I ever got for a fight. And it was just a bunch of like YouTubers too that were just like beating the shit out of each other for charity, but nonetheless.
Yeah. Oh, what else we got?
By the way, rolling off of the whole Bivol fight, did anyone else laugh as hard as I did in the 11th round when Canelo picked up fucking Bivol?
Oh, he's trying to body slam him. He's getting all mad. What is this? Elon Musk showing off his Tesla to?
His testicles.
It's Teslicles.
Yeah, so a flight attendant for SpaceX apparently was giving Elon Musk a massage, and Elon Musk exposed himself fully erected, and was rubbing her thigh. And was like, "Hey, you want a horse?" Like, no joke. He offered a horse.
What the fuck?
He offered a horse to her in order so that way he can get an erotic massage, and then she was quiet about it, and then
So
eventually,
random.
yeah, and then she was eventually paid like $250,000
To keep quiet.
to
It's
keep
the
quiet.
going rate for those things.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
But yeah,
A horse.
yeah, he offered her a horse. Like, so she's, I guess, outside of work, she does ride horses.
Oh, okay. That makes
So
sense.
I guess he found out about it, and he offered her to get her a
What a
horse.
fucking
Would you like a
Ride a
pony?
horse.
Yeah,
I'll get you a pony.
Get your pony.
like, I'll get you a horse if you'll ride my pony.
Yeah, that's you don't see Jeff Bezos doing that.
Nah, he just he just creates a flying dick and just flies it out into
Yeah,
space.
yeah. Well, apparently there's two dicks in the sky.
Apparently, but yeah. So he exposed himself, and like the attendants are usually like told out of pocket to get training in as a massage therapist out of their own pocket, so that way they can get like
This motherfucker.
More
Can't even pay
flights.
for it?
so they can get more flights.
So if you become a massage therapist, you'll be on more.
Yeah, so if you're a flight attendant with a massage therapist license, they'll
get on
offer
these,
more
like, private
flights. They'll
planes.
offer more flights to you.
With these private planes, though. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm assuming they have to be some bad fucking flight attendants. Too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're not gonna put no uggos on there.
Yeah, really.
I don't want her touching me. Like no Polish lady with those sausage hands, just really digging in.
I don't know. If I'm looking for a massage from a flight attendant, I would rather have the Polish lady with sausage hands. I'm just saying. I'm just saying because I need a deep massage, and I'm not looking for a happy ending. I just need a deep massage.
No, man, you gotta go with the happy ending. That's why these broads are out there getting these fucking licenses, man.
They know what they're getting them for.
Yeah, they know what they know. You know, like if I like, hey, I gotta go get this massage. Like, what for? I'm gonna jerk off. Fucking
Elon Musk.
yeah, Elon Musk. That's what
You can always do a Louis C.K. and just like, hey, do you mind if I just jerk off
Right.
while you massage me?
Ask nicely.
Dude, that was sad. That was sad that happened.
What? What do you mean?
Like it should never happen. Like I don't think.
What's
Lou
the story
was wrong.
behind that?
Wait,
He got caught
should have
jerking off,
never
or
offered or asked, or he should have never got canceled.
I don't think he should have got canceled for jerking off in front of people.
Wait, he did ask, and she said
Yeah,
yeah.
if she said yes and he went ahead and did it, you know,
she rubbed one out. He rubbed one out in front of somebody.
if he asked if
He
had
got that
asked.
thing. That's
Apparently
like
on
a kink
multiple,
of his.
apparently on multiple occasions. He's
Yeah.
done that.
So he's done it to multiple people, and so he asked whoever. I mean, she was an up.
But he always politely asked.
Comedian.
Like, hey, do
Yeah,
you mind if I jerk off?
It's kind of his thing, right? So she said yeah, and she felt super uncomfortable, and then she told the world.
No
Mike
way.
D.
And he got canceled for it.
Yeah, he's been.
How
he's
dare
been,
they
yeah.
cancel?
Yeah,
He hasn't been
I mean,
anywhere.
I'm just saying, like, if you said no, and
No.
then okay, then it's no, but
No
you
means
said
no.
yes.
Yeah, she said yeah. She's a bitch.
Yeah.
She was trying to get him.
Now
she
I
was trying
can't
to get
laugh anymore.
him. She was trying to get
what
Louis
about me?
C.K.
Huh?
She was trying to get Louis C.K.
Yeah,
she was
that's
trying-
what I'm saying. It's just like it's just it's not right. It's not right. With
You
it.
know what? He fucked up though. He should have offered her a horse.
True. If he had offered her a horse, maybe he
Yeah,
might
but
have
he
gotten away
doesn't
with it.
have.
He hasn't got that kind
But
of
you
line.
see, that's why I fucking Elon didn't ask. You know, like he didn't ask. Like, yeah, can I have a boner in front of you?
And I guess she was like an up and coming comedian, and she wasn't doing very well. And he was like gonna give her pointers.
Oh, is that how it all
Dick at
happened?
His dick or like
And then he just pointed his dick at her.
So
Mike D says Elon is a G.
Elon is a G though. Hey man, the guy's trying to save the world. He's trying, right? Maybe he's not doing it fast as everybody wants, but he's trying.
What I kind of found interesting is that before the story broke out, Elon had said, because you guys know he he's now an open Republican, right?
we go by Twitter.
Yeah, he announced that. He announced that after
Buying Twitter.
after buying Twitter that he's now fully Republican. That like I'm all Republican, right? Right after he said that, he had made a comment something along the lines of what's it called? That now that he's a Republican, that he's going to be a target of like slander and all this other stuff. Then this story with the flight attendant broke out. And I just find it interesting the timeline of when that happened, because obviously he knew this was coming up long before the story actually broke out. So
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
and then keep in mind also, like, this is not the first time he's done something like this. So back in January, there was this kid who was tracking his flights on Twitter. It was nothing illegal. He just all flights are public knowledge. But he knew exactly what plane he was on, so he would track his flight live on Twitter. He tried to pay the kid $50,000 or something like that to stop doing that. He refused. So then he tried going after Twitter and telling them to to start removing his tweets or ban his account. And Twitter refused. So then he did a hostile takeover after Twitter. So
you think he's gonna try to silence certain aspects of Twitter?
yep. I don't know. Like
He's kind of like a modern day Lex Luthor,
yes, that's exactly where I was kind of getting at.
More-
Like he's
more aroused version of him.
yeah, really. He likes massages and
He'll buy you a pony.
yeah, he'll
He'll
get
buy
you
you
a
a
pony.
pony.
Yeah.
He'll buy you a pony if you ride his.
Yeah. So, taking it home.
Huh?
We're gonna bring it home.
What?
Wrap it up.
You want to? Yeah.
We got anything else?
We got anything else?
Unless you want to talk about Jada.
Oh, she addressed the slap.
Yeah, she finally addressed the slap.
Yeah, but didn't Vivica Fox come out and talk about like how she was a little more like she's acting like a little self-righteous, like she didn't have nothing to
Yeah.
do with it. Like, oh, I hope
Yeah.
will this, will that, but like,
Yeah, so Vivica Fox said that on the Wendy Williams show when she was like sitting in for Wendy, along with I forgot who that other dude. I think he's from Queer Eye for a Straight Guy, I think. But anyway, she was co-hosting on the Wendy Williams show, and she said something along those lines that like she thinks that Jada was being self-righteous. I saw the clips of that episode, She pretty much was, because she didn't really say much about the slap, right? She just said that, oh, these two men will handle it out by themselves. Me and Will are just going to continue on with this little thing called life. Then she brought on, I think, a guest. I don't know if it was that same episode or later on, but she brought on a guest that whose daughter committed suicide because of alopecia. And it sounded like that episode to me felt more like she was deflecting.
Yeah, she was trying to justify Will's actions and her, getting upset about the hair.
No doubt that was sad what happened to the girl's daughter, but I kind of feel like she was just using that as a deflection to justify her getting angry about
She's,
a fucking joke,
manipulating the situation.
Yes, very much so. So,
that was watching another podcast, and they were talking about if they really love Will. Like, if they really respect him as the father, the dad, the head of the household. And they were like, no, that they don't. I mean, it's like they were, I don't know where they were, Jada and the daughter Willow, right? Willow, I think Tupac was dead years before Willow was even born, right?
Yeah, she wrote that letter to Tupac.
Yeah,
we brought it up here a few weeks back.
She's like, saying that they miss Tupac. But, I mean, come on. You don't do that to your dad.
When they talked about how what was that guy's name that she was cheating on Will with? Not cheating, but
that singer, the R&B singer,
Francis something, like whatever.
August or something like that.
August Alsina.
Yeah.
So when they started their thing, like that, he was a friend of what's his name, Jaden. He was that's how they met, and they went on a family vacation, and then she starts just fucking this dude.
Damn, that sucks, Will. Oh.
And so obviously, how the fuck,
I didn't know
how the
that.
fuck are the
crazy.
kids going to respect him?
Hey, son, can you tell your friend not to be fucking mom like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at my face. Like,
Look at the camera.
that's not normal. Like a millionaire or like normal people like, that's not normal.
No.
That is not.
No.
There's nothing, you know.
You want an open relationship. I mean, I do it when your kids aren't, like, don't let your kids in on it.
Yeah. No
and the
shit.
fucking world in on it. Like, fucking keep it to yourself.
This is Uncle August. He's going to be staying in my bedroom while Will sleeps on the couch.
Yeah. How the fuck are they going to respect that? Like, maybe it didn't quite happen like that, but, after the fact, okay, they went on a family vacation, then oh, mom's going to start seeing, your friend Jaden. What the fuck?
Hey, Jaden, your friend's kind of cute.
Yeah. Jesus. How are they going to respect him? Like, come on. You can't fucking...
I'd like to be Jaden's friend.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you would, but...
You know what I mean?
Really?
Well,
Get free stuff.
at the time when that happened,
Pre-alopecia?
she had hair. Yeah, she had, when that happened, she had hair.
You like braided Jada? Like Jada with braids? Or
I like Jada since...
Jada with hair.
I like Jada since
I don't even
A Low
mind
Down
old
Dirty
Jada.
Shame. Everybody saw that? A Low Down Dirty Shame with the Wayans?
Yeah.
Keenan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
That's a
right.
dope
You're
movie.
right. But this
That kind of be
Jada...
awkward, though. I mean, you just think about it.
Who knew that Jada would turn out like this?
Well, see, but
But she's always kind of been like that, apparently.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Bigger piece of shit. Amber Heard or Jada?
Amber Heard, bro. Amber Heard, bro.
Amber's turd is the bigger piece of shit.
Really?
Over Jada?
Over Jada?
Yeah. I mean, there's
on.
There's
Here's
photo
the
evidence.
thing.
Come
Here's the
on.
thing. I don't know, right? I mean, obviously we don't know about the ins and outs, right? We're not there all the time, but like, right? Because we only see what we see on
Amber
TV.
didn't fuck one of Johnny Depp's friends.
But Jada never attacked Will, that we know of, right?
Yeah.
That's true. She just slept
It's
with
how
his
you
friends.
see it. Are you more offended by getting struck by your partner,
And Amber's
or are you
lying.
more offended
She
by her
lies
wanting
like
to
crazy.
fuck other people?
She's a
She
habitual liar.
lied. The amount of lying she's done. I mean, at least Jada's just being Jada.
Yeah.
You know, at
And
minimum.
and Will wants it because he's there and he doesn't want to break up with her. Obviously.
Yeah, he's all for it.
whatever
He's
reason.
trying to keep his family
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
You know, Johnny Depp's coming out on top of all this. He's gonna be back in Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't think so.
Meanwhile,
I think he'll have a movie career after this.
Maybe
but
he's
I
not gonna
don't.
be Captain Jack Sparrow. But
I don't think
nevertheless-
he's canceled. I think he'll be back out there.
Yeah, he's got more of a career in Hollywood than Will Smith does at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like
Because Will
and
Smith
Amber
can't even get like
are-
he can't even be like behind the scenes producing right now.
Yeah.
Right? Because they already like stopped like
No, the only thing,
projects for him,
but the
right?
only thing he can do now is really just
Dancing
start
with the Stars.
No,
Is what?
That's when you know your career's ended. That's when you know your career's ended, when you end up on Dancing with the Stars.
I don't think Amber Heard can even do Dancing with the Stars. No.
but
Well, I mean,
no,
if what's her face from that Harvard school like ended up on Dancing with the Stars?
I think those edibles are kicking in.
the only way he could do it now is if he starts his own production company.
I thought, wasn't he trying to do
I
that?
think that's
He was
right.
trying
I
to do
think
that.
that's the route he's gonna go.
Or he
Yeah.
could create another OnlyFans alternative, and Amber could jump on board.
They should create a sex tape.
Oh,
Oh shit! That's one way to stick it to Jada.
yeah.
It's just like
I
boring,
think that's
it's just like boring
we'll
missionary
close with
sex.
that.
And
What did you
then
say, Hans?
It's just boring missionary sex, but then like Will leaves,
And she
and then
beats
she
him.
just takes a shit on the bed.
That's hilarious.
And that's all we have for
That's
today.
it. We're leaving it on a high note today, guys. Thanks for watching.
great to be back.
We'll try to keep it regular again, but in the meantime, follow us on Instagram, SoS Podcast 4. You can follow Woobs,
Woobs_SOS.
Arkham2442,
Unicorn in human form.
Hans Brotansky.
All on
Hans
IG.
Brotansky on everything except for Truth and Parlor.
Does Thor have an IG page? Does Thor have an IG page?
Thor, no, but he's working on it.
Thor. Follow
Yeah,
Thor.
We gotta get Thor an IG page. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. Please follow us on Instagram. Help us grow the page. Help us grow the following. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.